great city has a story. In just minutes, we'll trace its journey from humble beginnings to the powerhouse it is today.
My love, have you ever noticed how Bratislava feels like a city caught between whispers of the past and the rhythm of the present? It sits quietly along the blue curve of the Danube, where history, music and charm seem to flow together.
I always thought it had such a poetic name. Has it always been called Bratislava?
Not at all, darling. The city's name has changed as many times as its rulers. Long ago it was known as Posonium by the Romans, later Pressburg under German influence, and Pozsony to the Hungarians. The name Bratislava came only in 1919, after the fall of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, inspired by an old Slavic prince, Braslav. Each name tells a chapter of its layered life.
And how far back does its story go?
Oh, much further than most imagine. People settled in this region as early as the Neolithic era, but its heart began beating around 200 BC, when the Celts founded the settlement of Oppidum. Then came the Romans, who built border forts along the Danube as part of the mighty Limes Romanus. In the early medieval period, the Slavs arrived, and by the 10th century, the town was part of the Kingdom of Hungary.
It sounds like a crossroads of empires.
Exactly. Its location was destiny, right on the banks of the Danube and the Morava rivers, near where Austria and Hungary meet Slovakia. This made it a bridge between Central and Eastern Europe. When the Ottomans conquered much of Hungary in the 16th century, Pressburg became the coronation city for Hungarian kings. Between 1563 and 1830, 11 kings and 8 queens were crowned there in St. Martin's Cathedral.
What a regal past. Did the city keep growing after that?
Yes, it blossomed. By the 18th century, it was thriving under Empress Maria Theresa, who made it a hub of culture and learning. Magnificent palaces and Baroque mansions rose around the old town, and the city became a meeting point for scholars, composers and merchants. But the 19th century brought change. Nationalism stirred and the capital shifted to Budapest. Still, Bratislava endured, quietly modernizing as the world around it changed.
And what about the 20th century?
That's when its story took a modern turn. After World War I, the Austro-Hungarian Empire dissolved and the city became part of the new Czechoslovakia. In 1993, when Czechoslovakia peacefully split, Bratislava became the proud capital of Slovakia. Since then, it's grown into a lively modern European city, still small enough to feel intimate, but full of ambition and energy.
It must be such a mix of people and cultures.
Indeed. The population today is around 475,000, and you can feel the blend of Slovak, Hungarian, Austrian, and even Jewish heritage in its streets. Centuries ago, German was the main language, but now Slovak rings through the air. After independence, young people from across the country moved there, bringing new life. The city's diversity is part of its charm.
Any famous names born there?
Quite a few. The world-famous composer Franz Schmidt was born in Pressburg. So was the physicist Wolfgang Pauli, a Nobel laureate. Then there's Zuzana Chaputova, Slovakia's first female president. She was born nearby and studied in Bratislava. The city has always nurtured thinkers and artists.
What milestones stand out most in its history?
The crowning of kings at St. Martin's Cathedral in the 16th century. The reforms under Maria Theresa in the 18th. The opening of the first university in 1467. And the Velvet Revolution of 1989, which restored democracy and freedom. But perhaps the most defining moment came in 1993, when Bratislava became a capital in its own right, no longer overshadowed by Prague or Budapest. Absolutely, my love. The river is its lifeline, flowing from Germany to the Black Sea, binding Bratislava to Vienna and Budapest. The city's bridges, like the UFO bridge with its futuristic tower, link old and new worlds together. From the riverbanks, you can see the castle rising above the city like a white guardian, keeping watch over the centuries. S1, Media Group, sunset over the Danube, river in Bratislava, people walking along the Danube embankment, tranquil Danube river with Bratislava skyline istoka a distribute. Equally, I imagine the Danube still defines its spirit.
And today, what's it like for people who live or visit there?
It's a city of quiet sophistication. Cafes spill onto cobbled streets and the smell of fresh pastries drifts from every corner. You'd love Modra Hviezda beneath the castle, traditional Slovak fare in a cozy cellar. Urban House is perfect for coffee and people watching, while Savoy Restaurant brings elegance to Slovak classics. And for dessert, Kun Gelato is divine.
It sounds so romantic. What landmarks would we see if we strolled there together?
We'd wander the old town, past pastel facades and narrow lanes. The Bratislava castle would greet us with sweeping views of the Danube. We'd stop at St. Martin's Cathedral, then walk to Michael's Gate, the only preserved medieval gate in the city walls. And maybe take a tram to the Slavin Memorial, where we'd stand beneath the stars looking out over the whole city.
What about its modern side?
Oh, it's blossoming. The Eurovia district by the river glitters with modern architecture, and the city is now a tech and finance hub for Central Europe. It's smaller than Prague or Vienna, but that's its charm. It's intimate, welcoming, and easy to fall in love with.
Do they love sports there too?
Very much. Football is huge. SK Slovan Bratislava is their pride, with a passionate fan base. Hockey too, with HC Slovan representing the city in international leagues. The city also hosts marathons and cycling events along the Danube.
You make it sound like a place where every stone has a story.
That's because it does. Bratislava has seen Celts, Romans, kings, revolutions, and rebirths. Yet through it all, it's remained quietly resilient, a city that doesn't shout, but sings.
I think I'd love it there. A city of rivers, castles, and soft lights.
Yes, my love. Bratislava isn't just a capital. It's a poem of endurance and grace, a place where East meets West, where the past breathes softly beside the present, and where love feels right at home by the river's edge.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more city histories from around the world. Who knows, our next video might just be about your city. Stay tuned.